Hi, this is Lisa. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at PlanPlus Online Healthcare. One of the first things that I want to do is to talk a little bit about what PlanPlus Online is. So PlanPlus Online has the methodology of Franklin Covey's planning system. So it's 30 years of time management training. 15 million people have been using it. One of the focuses is really how to get your best habits to be the most effective. And our goal at PlanPlus Online is to really help you as a business build a culture of productivity. We want to make sure that we're responsive to your needs. We come up with a complete software solution for you that is affordable so that you guys can maintain the software month after month, year after year. One of the features of our software is it is based in the Amazon cloud. It allows you to be multi-user, which can allow you to delegate tasks back and forth between your team, share calendars, notes, have a centralized database where you can see who's been talking to your customers and what they've been saying. That data is real time. You can access it immediately, and you can also have different views, roles, and securities depending on the different job levels of each individual. So a couple of things to tell you about the healthcare edition specifically. Some of the things that you can expect to see, there's going to be customized medical terminology. You certainly aren't stuck with the list that we've come up with, but you will see terminology you're used to in there, and those are things that you can edit. So you'll see that both under organizations and under your contacts. Another thing is that you're going to be able to have those different levels of access. So if you have a product team, maybe you only want them working in one area of the software. Marketing obviously is going to use your email marketing area. Customer service might need to keep track of touches with clients and what they're working on. Sales department obviously is going to be need to working in forecast, sales pipelines. So each person in your organization can deal in the areas that they need to in PlanPlus Online, and we can actually restrict access to any area you don't want them in. Another feature of PlanPlus Online is that we want to adapt to your process. Every company has its own secret sauce of the way that they like to do business. We do not want to change that for you. That is one of the reasons why PlanPlus Online is so customizable. So if you already have a set sales process that your team follows, we're going to use our sales process to go ahead and create that for you inside of PlanPlus. To give you kind of an example of this, you'll see here in this screenshot, we have some customizable layouts. These give you the opportunity to put in the fields and the information that you need to track. And a great thing is any of those customized fields that you make, we can get you reports on those. So that makes it really great when you need to do things like, for example, if you wanted to track all of your patients who have diabetes, because maybe you're going to do a diabetes training seminar, you would be able to just have a little checkbox that they could check and say, yep, this is a diabetes patient, and then we could create you a view or a report to actually pull that list for you. Also, a big important thing, especially if you are more of a referral-based sales process than an actual hard dollar amount, is you can track those important referrals so that you can find out whether or not your team members who are going out and visiting your other physicians' offices, who are going into the hospitals, you'll be able to see whether or not those touches, those appointments that they're having with those offices are actually getting you patients by following up with that patient referral tracking. Also, we have a follow-up process. So you can tell us, I want my reps to go out and meet with somebody once a month. I want them to make 3 phone calls and send out an email. And we can actually develop those process steps for you so that it actually triggers a task reminder for that rep on their homepage. And then you as a supervisor will be able to come in and see whether or not they're actually following up on those areas. One of the great areas of PlanPlus Online, specifically for our healthcare industry, are web forms. This allows you to do a lot of different things. The most basic idea with it is if you want to have a contact us form for a new patient, they go ahead, they go on your website, they can fill in that information, and that automatically gets pulled into PlanPlus. Instead of going into an email of someone and you're waiting for them to do the data entry for you, it automatically can be brought into PlanPlus. But this web form actually has a lot more capabilities. Maybe you want to have a questionnaire that's filled out before someone actually comes in for a visit. You can actually send that over to them with unique URL and then have them fill out that information and send it back to you. So here's an example of a great web form that we have. You'll notice it doesn't look anything like PlanPlus Online because we've actually skinned this to be specifically for that client. Those are things that you can do with PlanPlus Online's web forms. We also have something to make sure that you never lose another lead in PlanPlus Online. Our trademark lead boomerang is a great process for when that lead comes into PlanPlus Online. You are going to get an email sent out to the individuals who need to follow up on it. Once they follow up on that lead, they're going to start to be able to track for you their notes, the phone calls they make, the people that they talk to. And once they've determined, yeah, this is actually a very good, viable prospect, they're going to be able to go ahead and actually convert this right away to a sales opportunity. This makes sure that you never let those important leads fall through the cracks, because once you've converted that into your sales opportunity, that rep is going to get reminders constantly to keep following up through the sales process until you know for sure that you either got the deal, which is the outcome that we hope for, or maybe it wasn't a perfect fit. Talking about sales processes, every company has a way that they like to do business, and they need your salespeople to follow those steps. So we do have some sales processes that are set up that you can use and maybe use it as a baseline, but we can actually input into our system the different levels or the different steps that you as an organization want to take in your sales process. We'll customize this for you with the help of our professional services department, who can really help understand what are the different tasks associated with each step in your sales process, and we can actually create some automatic triggers that will help make that a little smoother process. Here's some examples of some reporting that you can get in PlanPlus Online. Of course, we have our sales win-loss report. If you want to see how your leads are converting and whether or not we're actually getting them turned into sales opportunities, we have reports that can help you with that. We can, as a manager, one of the important things to note is whether or not your salespeople are actually following up on all their opportunities. So a great way to do this is with a past due opportunity report. You can see right here, we can quickly see what clients haven't been followed up on, which person didn't get it done, and how past due it is. It's important to get that good follow-up in your sales process. For a quick snapshot of what's happening in your company, you can use our dashboards to get a graph and chart view of what's happening in your PlanPlus Online account. Right here we're looking at a sales pipeline report, but you can also look at things like activity and productivity. So for those reps who maybe don't have that actual dollar amount that they can put on their sales opportunity, you can look at things like how many appointments did they have, how many new organizations did they create, how many opportunities did they make. This gives you a great way to be able to see as a manager whether or not they are being active enough to be successful. You also have sales forecasting. So for those of you who do maybe in medical device companies who have that hard sell that you know kind of what the product is and what the dollar amount is, by using the opportunities in PlanPlus Online, you can actually start to get a future picture of what your company is going to look like in terms of future revenue with your salespeople's different information being pulled all into one view. And you can also look at that in your dashboards and also in your reporting. Another opportunity we have in PlanPlus Online is you can see the number of inquiries you have by different sources. This is a great opportunity to see, are my web forms working? I went to a health fair last month. Did we get any leads from those? Were we able to convert them? Is my team using the lead source provider that I've given them? This is a great way to do that in PlanPlus Online in your leads section. And some other options are we do have email marketing. So we do have some templates in there that you can go import from our collection, or you also have the opportunity to go ahead and create a more templated version with using HTML code that looks specifically like the branding that you have within your company. And a great feature, especially for those of you who have a lot of forms and things that you need different individuals in your organizations to be able to access, we do have the ability to store documents online. So this is a really brief overview demo of what we can do in PlanPlus Online's healthcare version, but just to give you an idea of what you can do moving forward from here. So if you're wondering what the next step is for you, one of the things I would like to do is give you a personal tour through PlanPlus Online and really understand what your needs are. Find out what the specific customizations that you're going to need. I'll take you through that tour, and then we'll design a solution and give you a proposal that will tell you what that's going to cost for us to set that up for you and get your team inside PlanPlus Online Healthcare Edition.